Cooper Weidenthaler with Davenport Athletics, and the volleyball season is under 2 weeks away. Today I'm joined by head coach Brian Netzler and senior outside hitter from Rockford, Michigan, Kendra DeJonge. Coach, we'll start with you. So this week, we're recording this interview on Monday, February 8th. This coming Friday, you guys go to Hillsdale. It's an exhibition for us, not for them. Them playing in the GMAC, but that's a really, really solid program. They've won 3 straight GMAC titles and obviously appeared in the NCAA tournament each of those seasons. So first, what are you looking for out of your girls in that competition? And second, how did that scrimmage come about? That's obviously a school in Michigan, a really good program, as I said. And how did that all come about?
Yeah, I mean, it'll be 452 days, Cooper, on Friday since our last time that we've competed. So it's a long time coming. With our schedule, the way it was kind of put together in the fall, Hillsdale was actually going to be a non-conference match for us here at Davenport. And then obviously when COVID hit, the schedule got scrapped. And as we kind of work through this and just kind of staying in touch with Coach Gravel down there, obviously we wanted to continue to find a way to possibly play each other in the future. And so he approached me and said, "Hey, I've got an open date on this Friday, and would you be interested in coming down here, and we'll return to you guys in the fall?" So I jumped at it. I think it's a great place for us to kind of see where we stand. Currently, I think they just jumped 10 spots in the AVCA poll, so they're now number 2 in the country. I'm excited about it. I think our girls they're ready. They're up for the challenge. I think it's going to be trying to calm our nerves a little bit. We're going to be a little amped up and a little excited. And so, trying to get through that and get back. When I played sports, I always felt like I was better after I ran a mile than, right out of the gates. So we'll kind of, get through that anxiousness at the first little bit of it. But I really think it's a great starting point for us. Great time for us to, see what we're made of. I think we made big strides in the gym, from a practice standpoint. Now let's kind of see what it looks like against one of the better teams in the country. So.
Yeah, as far as the matches that count for us, it's going to be all within the GLIAC. You've got 14 matches, 7 different opponents, all doubleheaders. Friday, Saturday is when those will take place. So you'll play against each team in the South, those 5 opponents, and then 2 teams from the North. How did that schedule come to be? Were there other schedules or options that were turned down? How did that all work out? And then once the regular season is over, what does the GLIAC tournament look like in a pandemic year?
Yeah, I do think, we had multiple schedules that we were trying to finagle and try to figure out what was going to work best for us. A lot of times we're kind of, looking at what's happening in front of us. So, in the fall, there were quite a few Division I conferences that were kind of going to this Friday, Saturday doubleheader type schedule. And then obviously with our basketball conference schedule, that's kind of what they chose. So our ADs felt comfortable with it. The rest of us felt comfortable with it. We really just wanted to play. And the way we could get the most matches and the most bang for our buck to give, Kendra and Gabi and our other seniors across the conference, the most opportunities to play was to kind of come up with this schedule. So I'm looking forward to it. We do a lot of scouting as a staff. And so my assistant, Coach Abby Aiken, is working on our scouting report right now, kind of finalizing it for Hillsdale. But it kind of frees us up a little bit. So we're not scouting 2 teams in the weekend. You can kind of really just focus in on one. And it also gives us an opportunity to focus on us a little bit more. And so I'm excited. I think we have some pretty competitive balance in our schedule. And, I'm excited to, after our exhibition match this Friday at Hillsdale, let's get on the road and let's get after it with Ashland. So.
Yeah, so you guys will start your regular season a week from Friday, as you mentioned, at Ashland. So you mentioned the long layoff. You're going to be playing volleyball in February. Usually it's September, October, November. It's a fall sport, but now you're second half of the winter, about to start playing. So how has the preparation been different for your team, and what have you had to change to get your girls ready to play in competition?
I do think when I first got here last year, there was so many craziness going on, whether it was personally in my life with my little baby boy being born a little early and then trying to, figure out personalities and, put our team together. I really felt like this fall was great for us just to kind of get to know each other a little bit better, let us train, let us learn our systems a little bit better. We've got 3 freshmen in the mix right now who are all competing for, playtime. And so giving them an opportunity along with 2 transfers. And then, Kendra being a second-year player, we're still learning too the system a little bit. And so it gave us more time to just kind of break things down a little bit more. I don't think it's, Kendra can vouch to this, but I think the rest of the girls can understand this too. Like, they're used to playing club volleyball year round. So the fact that we're playing in the fall or playing in the winter, I mean, typically they're, in high school, they're playing year round. So I don't think it's anything different. I was actually just down in Indianapolis coaching my club team and recruiting over the weekend. And so it's just I guess a better level, a more fun level of volleyball that we get to kind of experience this winter. So I don't care. I don't care if we played, middle of summer, end of the fall, middle of winter. I don't care. Let's just play volleyball and let's get this thing going. So.
Absolutely. Kendra, turn to you. Coach kind of touched on it, but you and Gabby, the only 2 seniors on this team. Last year, only 2 seniors as well, with Charlie Smith and Sammy White. So just you and her kind of as that senior leadership. What does it mean to you, first of all, to be a senior? And have you taken on more of a leadership role so far this season?
Yeah, so being a senior, I mean, it's really just like your last year just to have fun and really make those memories with your teammates. So I'm just looking forward to going out and actually being able to play. Like you guys said, it's been over 400 days, so it'll be good to get back into it. But as far as leadership, especially coming in last year as a transfer and then this year being one of 2 seniors has really like changed my perspective, I guess, and just having to lead the team and having a louder voice and just really stepping in when my teammates need it too.
Absolutely. Lastly, everything's different, obviously, because of COVID. So what have practices been like, and what's the kind of the team mentality like? Obviously, you want to play volleyball, but what's the mentality been like with this season under 2 weeks away?
Yeah, so I mean, obviously practices have been different, having to wear masks, having to socially distance. We haven't been able to play 6-on-6 all the time, but kind of going with our mentality, like when we do get the chance to play 6-on-6 and going into finally playing, it's just like we really have to attack every game and every practice like it's our last, because I mean, really you don't know, like we're not guaranteed anything, so we just really have to go after it and do our best, and we all have to work together and just really give it our all. So yeah,
absolutely. All right, guys, that'll do it. For those of you watching, stick to dupanthers.com. Women's volleyball, we're going to get started under 2 weeks at Ashland, but thank you guys for your time today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Cooper.